it, a new and beautiful place that I'm at. Muebles means furniture, and this place, I didn't even know it existed. My car had dodgy brakes, so I took it down to the Repsol garage, and as I walked back up here, I walked into this place and went, I've never seen this place before. It's been open for 2 years. It's beautiful. So it's owned by, I believe, a Danish, I've just met him now, lovely guy, and his wife. And they have, the influence is Balinese influence. So I recognised, thank you so much, thank you. Just being given a gift as well. Oh, so kind. So yeah, the furniture here, the lady behind the bar has started talking to me about psychic work. It often happens that somebody just starts talking about psychic and stuff, and I said, she's very interested in, and she started talking about tarot, and I said, okay, I'll bring you some tarot cards down, and I'll send you a course if you understand English, so you can watch the course and learn the tarot. And she's been so kind, she's given me some, looks like some sourdough bread and something, but so kind. But yeah, it's here, it's called, the name is, I'll spell it for you, Escandi, Escandi. So I guess it's S is Spanish and Scandi, Scandinavian designs. So it's beautiful, and I'm in the cafe. They opened a cafe here. It's 2 years old apparently. So it's lovely. The place is lovely, and I recognise some of the artwork because some of you guys probably watched the videos when I was in Bali last month, and some of the artists were actually painting in the park while I was staying there, and the same artists are on the wall here. So I ended up talking to the owner for like half an hour. We've just finished chatting. It was lovely to talk to him. So yeah, it's nice to find another place to come and sit. The bread is sourdough, all very healthy and natural, all organic, which is great news. Natural oranges, fresh from the fields here, again organic, so you're gonna be safe with what you're eating, and yeah, it's lovely. So I had natural oil, virgin pressed olive oil with some balsamic vinegar, and it's lovely, it's nice. It's not something that I eat every day these days, but I'm more into vegetables and fruits, but sometimes it's nice to break it up a little bit. So cheers. I'll tell you what fresh orange tastes like. Okay, when fresh orange juice, I get a great hint when you don't want to stop drinking it, it means it's good. So I don't know if you've ever noticed that with fresh juices, if you feel like, oh my god, this is lovely, I just want a little bit more, your body's telling you it's good for you. So the pulp is on the top, the pulp is on the side, it's freshly squeezed just now. Very, very, very lucky to live in Spain, and when I say luck, the harder I work, the more lucky I became. So, and the less I thought about things, the more lucky I became. The reason why is because I didn't think about leaving Huddersfield to move to Spain. I just did it. We just did it without a thought. So sometimes it's good not to think too hard, because you can think yourself out of so many things in life. And I've got lots of friends who think themselves out of everything. They think themselves into fear. So the question I ask them is, well, why are you even thinking about it if at the end you're going to bring fear into it? If you're thinking about it, just do it. And there's a reason why, I guess, people, corporations grab the most beautiful words, just do it, and there's something in it. There's something in just do it, without a doubt. There's something in it. So it's something that I've always, just, if I have a great idea, I just do it. Whether it works or not is not the point. It's the enjoyment of doing it. It's just do it. So there's something in that. Like I said, 99% of people talk themselves out of everything. That my belief was most often than not a message from our world that's trying to guide us into, it might not be that what you're doing, but I often used to say when I was reading people's futures, they used to get so upset at their life, and 2 or 3 months later, guidance by the world that is called the spirit world through the cards and sat next to me, they can see that the life's changing and the fear disappearing more, and then all of a sudden there's joy when they come up the stairs. Something has happened, whether it's new love and this person's the most beautiful person in the world, whether it's a new business that's been very, very successful, something's happened, or they've sold a business and they've made 1 million or 10 million, whatever, 100 million. I have many clients who made hundreds of millions on deals. So it's not like, oh, there's not enough wealth in the world. I've seen it. I've sat there and I'm like, wow, my fear, my program is that there's not enough. I hear it all over when, with whoever I'm with. But when I'm doing these readings, I'm meeting people, they don't have that fear. And like this guy here is like showing me places that he's built in Bali and he's just selling for millions. And like, there's people with money. Stop saying there isn't. Just because you haven't got it, that's because you're saying it. And the moment I stopped saying it, and that was through, saying goodbye to somebody that left my life, I'm like, nobody's saying it anymore. And somebody said it for 20 years of my life, and I used to repeat the same thing because I was reaffirming something that somebody was saying it was close to me. I won't do that now. If anybody's anywhere near me saying negative things and saying that it's really bad and everything's worse and it's getting worse, I don't listen to that. Like, that's not my life. That is not my program. That's not my bubble. I see success. I see it all around. Why is this person successful and nobody else is? It's because they choose to be successful and that's all they see. And that's what they work towards. And success isn't all about money. It's about enjoying your life. And when you're really enjoying what you're doing, that's success. And everything follows thereafter. So you have to start by unprogramming, unlearning the bullshit that you've been told by your mother, your father, your friends, your partners. Can't afford, we've got nothing. I don't even know where to start. I wouldn't even know what to do. It's like, well, everything you're saying is you're confirming, reaffirming that you can't do anything and there's nothing out there for you. So the universe answers you, gives you everything what you need. So you change your thoughts and start to believe in, the universe, that it is abundant. And it is abundant. It's abundant. I've been down and out and had nothing. And I've done really, really well. And now I'm very steady. But I am abundant of love and happiness and joy. And I don't fear. I've stopped fearing anything. And everything is as it should be. So when the client used to sit next to me with a big smile on their face because they've just secured a deal, a business deal, or they've just entered into a contract that's made them, for the next 5 years, 10 million, whatever it may be, or they've just got a new job and they've got a wage rise, like they're sat next to me and I'm like, now, if it wasn't from going to here to there, where everything went wrong, and then you went to there and you got another job and it went wrong, and then you went to there, and then you got another job and then you went to there, and now you're here and everything's right. If you hadn't have done all of that, you would have never have got to where you are now. Because if it wasn't for going to that job, you wouldn't have met that person that told you about that job. And if you hadn't have gone there and met somebody else who met you there and told you to go to there, and so on, you would never have got to where you are now. So you've got to be thankful for everything that you do and not start fearing and thinking everything's wrong. Everything is a path of life, and everywhere where you are is where you're meant to be, and where you're going to be taken to is exactly where you're going. So you might as well enjoy the journey. You're here for a long time. You're going to be alive for a long time. This lady here was telling me that at the beginning, she just opened up and started talking to me and telling me that she sees people who die, who are about to die, and I'm like, yeah, I felt that a long time ago and decided not to allow that into my life. And we all come and go whenever we're meant to. It doesn't matter how healthy you are. If it's your moment, your body will break down. So even if you're the healthiest person, if it's your time to go, your body will start breaking down. That's how it works. Or there might be an accident. But you know, I made the conscious decision, and like, instead of thinking negative thoughts and I can't afford and it's not enough, and I changed that. So from that I changed that I only see life, I don't see death. So that death of what I used to see, I didn't see anymore because I chose not to see it. And I was just telling her the same thing, and I said, how did you see the death? Because I used to see it in light. And then she started telling me that people used to glow like crazy and they look so beautiful. And then she said, I know they're ready to move into the light. And I'm like, she's telling the truth. I can speak to this lady, she's truthful. And that is very true. That is how I saw it. Not other readers, healers and seers see it differently, but I used to see it exactly like she did. And I thought, okay, I can speak to this woman, she knows what she's talking about. And then, you know, that's when we came onto the tarot. I didn't mention anything, she did. So when somebody talks to me about something and opens up, then I will open up and share because they're ready. So am I. But I never talk to people about what I do ever. But some people just start to talk to me, and I understand it. I get it with all my heart. I get it. So yeah, I will drive up there, get a brand new pack of a deck of cards, come back, and then get her email address and ask Arlene to send her the 10-hour tarot course as a gift from my heart to hers, and a nice crystal. And I do it every day. Did it yesterday. Did the same thing yesterday. So I went to Endesa yesterday. My electric bill at the farm is like €1,100 a month, and it's just so outrageous. It's just so expensive. And I've spoke to many different people who talk about electric bills and lowering them, and they just didn't do anything. Nothing ever happened, and they said, yeah, you're paying a lot of money, but there's nothing we can do. We're trying to change your tariff and blah blah blah. Nothing ever happened. So for 2 years I've been paying between the best bill I ever got when we weren't even there was 600 and 700, and the worst was 1,300 a month for an electric bill for the farm. So I went down to Endesa only because my staff said there's an electric bill that we need the factura for. I'm like, you need the bill? And I tried to search for a bill and I couldn't find it online. So I made an appointment, my staff made an appointment for me, went down to Endesa. Lovely lady sat in front of me. She spoke fluent English. She was from Portobello Road. And I'm like, oh, I met somebody in Bali from Portobello Road. Like, small world. And then she said, oh my God, look at this bill. I'm like, this is for the office. And I'm like, yeah, we've got a small office and we have a big bill. She said, you shouldn't be paying this amount. She said, I'm going to change the tariff. And I said, can you do that? She says, of course I will. And she said, now your bills will be a third less. So instead of it being what it is, it's going to be a third less. I'm like, oh my God, you can do that? She says, yeah. And then when she finished it, I said, can I ask you a question? I said, I know this was for commercial, but is there any chance you can help me with my home? She says, of course I can. And she saw the bill, she nearly fell out of her seat. She says, Mark, what have you been doing? Why? Like, I didn't know. I was just told by so many people that that's the price it is and blah, blah, blah. And she says, oh, let's get this sorted. And she said, you're on 15. And I don't know what 15 means, but it's something to do with the electrical surge, what you're given to the farm. She says, if we just knock it down by 1%, so it's 14.9, she said, I can do the same as I did on your other. And I said, so you're telling me I'll only pay a third of what I'm paying? She said, yes. I nearly started bloody crying. I'm like, you don't know what I've just had to go through. And I've actually secured a deal with a a solar panel company to come and put solar panels up, and that's costing us, that's a fortune, but it needs to be done anyway because I want to be off grid. But point being, as soon as she finished that, I went back up to the academy. I said to her, do you like crystals? She says, I love crystals. And I said, what if you had a choice and you could choose one now, what would you like? She said, I love rose quartz. So I went back up and I found the most beautiful rose quartz from Brazil, highest quality. Boxed it up beautifully, and then I had to, rose quartz, I had to box up a dream catcher with rose quartz from Brazil. And then she mentioned something about abundance. She said, and rose quartz to me just gives me so much abundance. So my new abundance oil with 24 karat gold inside it, put that in, put 4 books in, all my books, some cleansing sticks, and I put it in an ice box and took it down to her within half an hour of her seeing to me. And I just dropped it off and said, enjoy your gift and thank you for helping me. I think being kind to people should be a natural thing for everybody. Just that kindness, what it gives to somebody that day, that week, that month, that year, lasts. You know, this kindness here, I've just been given something, this. I didn't ask for it. It's a beautiful piece of bread. Beautiful. That's sourdough. And I've got a couple of, it looks like some beautiful cakes in there, which I won't eat. I'll give to either my staff or somebody because I'm not into sugar anymore. But that is kindness. And when I eat that bread, I'm going to eat it with so much more love. Kindness is everything, and we're losing kindness by this AI technology that is taking over these young children who just live in a bubble of me. No kindness. Look how wonderful I am. Everybody look at me. It's like we just live in a world of insanity. So it's difficult. You can't unprogram these kids. If you're not strong enough, the AI technology will take over you and surround you in its darkness, surround you in its black goo, and it will tell you that you are a god. You know, this is why I don't like talking about us being gods and goddesses, because it's been hijacked and taken out of complete context, absolutely. No, it doesn't mean that. You know, and when I say, you know, you're not selfish or be selfish, it's been taken out of context. And literally people are being selfish. People believe that they are a god and people should bow down. No, that's not what I meant, mate. When I said to you, be the goddess, know that you are beautiful and wonderful, but don't go around pretending to be a god. Know inside, but be humble and know that you are everything that you need to be. What's wrong with you? Why don't you share? You said to be selfish. No, I didn't mean that literally. We didn't mean that literally. Sometimes you have to do things for yourself and say, look, I can't help today. I'd love to, but I can't help. You know, I need to do something for me. So it's like the spiritual community, whatever they've said has been taken out of context and used in a way that has hijacked the very nature of what our message was. That's why I don't like to be even considered spiritual. Don't call me spiritual. Don't put me into a spiritual box or a community or a label, because it's all hijacked. I am me, you are you, and we share our experience, and we're beautiful individual beings on a path of life that we're trying to, you know, experience the best we can and share our experience to help one another and just be kind and caring. But, you know, you look around and everything is back to front. inside out, wrong way around. It's all inverted now. Every word is inverted. You say something truthful and you are a demon. You are attacked. You are imprisoned. You are mocked, ridiculed. You say a lie. You say a lie. You lie to people. You'll be hailed a god. You'll have 10 million followers. You see young children with true gifts. They've got no followers. Nobody's even watching them. And then you see, girls wearing Armani and walking around with, big bums and massive lips, and they've got, 200 million followers. What kind of planet are we living on? What have we done? What have we become? But there you go. That's the way it is. The people who see this try to shine a light and share it and do their best from day to day, and that's all you can do. I have no power to change the world. I have no energy to change the world. The only thing I have is the energy to change myself, and hopefully those around that see the light that shines from within me, that they can say, oh, I like that. Just like I see people with a shining light, I embrace their light by acknowledging, seeing what they're doing. Just that's a beautiful light, and understanding why they're shining that way, and figure it out and try and implement that in my life, and for the better of myself and for those that see my light. So light attracts light, and light makes that light brighter. I guess two shining lights are slightly brighter than one, but they're still a light. Even one light, still bright. Just be your light. That's it, really. The guy who owns this place was saying that Canggu is just awful, and he was talking about influencers, and I said I was just doing videos saying the same thing. I'm exactly in the same place with Bali. I really am. It's just so sad to see, so many Australians being so aggressive and angry and not I don't know what it is. I don't know. I'm not judging just Australians. There's so many influencers there from Russia and all over, and the UK and all over, and there's just no respect for the island at all. It's just me, and let me stay in this hotel for nothing because I have 4 million followers, so I stay here for free, and I want free food. And wow, like I'm here now making this video. He hasn't asked me to make the video. He hasn't asked me to talk about it. He hasn't said anything, and I do this out of love. I knew people who actually, I was like, what, you do that? You actually ask the venue for free meals, and that you'll do a write-up on their meal because you've got a massive following. I don't know. It's like, I don't get it. I'm more into kindness. I want to do something out of spontaneous, out of love, and wow, would you do that for nothing? Why wouldn't I do it for nothing? Why wouldn't you do it? Because you do it out of love, not because of a price. Is everything a business deal in this world? All right, you run a business, I get it, and you're selling things on the internet, I get it, but not everything you are and everything that you do should be that way. You need a balance. You need to be kind. You need to be caring. You need to do things out of love. Some people just don't see it, and it's tiring. It's tiring because it's hard to find friends and business people who see in any other way. They just see it their way, and maybe it's just that we're old school. Hey ho, it is what it is. I'm thinking out loud. That's what I'd be doing, thinking here now, if I wasn't speaking to you. But today is a lovely day. It's Saturday. I'm going to go up to the academy now. It's very, very, very warm. It's in its last night was the hottest night, and for the first time I don't like air conditioning, but for the first time I put air conditioning on last night. So I just needed it. We walked out with some food, and it felt like we were in an oven. Walked back in again, like it was so hot. But welcome to Spain. This is the heat. This is the way it is, and it has got nothing at all to do with climate change. It's got nothing to do with we need to spray in the clouds so that the sun is dimmed. Don't be fooled by Bill Gates. There are monsters in this world that walk amongst us, that do the things purely out of darkness. Know them. All right, guys. I'm wishing you all a lovely day, and just please be aware, and I have been aware of this now for at least 2 years. There are many people in this world filled with fear. There are many people in this world that want reaction, that want you to listen to them because they are in a bad place, they're weak, they're sad, they're miserable, they've got no life really, so that they cause and create issues everywhere on the internet. Try your best not to react to these people. Choose to ignore them because they're trying to steal your energy. They're trying to steal your attention, is your energy. Don't give it to them. Don't give it to them. They are getting worse. It's like an addiction to them. You can't help them. It is their energy. They won't stop. They will feed from you, and they are everywhere. I am getting more and more of these weak people who continually come onto my posts, come onto every platform, and they just can't help themselves. So don't feed them. Just simply block them so you're not seeing anything. Good people are good people. That's it. Kind people are kind people. Just choose your friends wisely. Good job, we've got a block button. Get rid of them and just enjoy good people around you. You wouldn't let these people into your house. Don't let them into your life on these screens. It's just a heads up. Don't interact with them. Don't try and help, because they'll bleed you dry so that they can continue doing what they do. They're not out to change their life. They're not out for answers. They just want to interact and cause more issue and ask more questions. And they're all really stupid questions, and it's deliberate because there is no knowledge, there's no wisdom, there is no truth, there is no please help. It's nonsense, and some of them don't even know it. Be aware of that. Take care, guys. Love you all. See you up at the academy. I don't know what I'll be doing, but I'm working on MOLDAVITEs at the moment, and I might work on some apocalypse today. Some people have been asking me about the apocalypse, so for a beautiful crystal. Take care. See ya.